Students, today we are going to start the last unit of electrostatics chapter, that is capacitor and dielectrics. First you have to understand what is conductors and insulators. All of you know conductors are those through which electric charge can flow easily. For example, metal, human body, these are conductors. And insulators are those through which electric charge cannot flow, like paper, wood, plastic, etc. Now remember, insulators are also called dielectric because dielectrics fails to conduct electricity. However, when an electric field is applied, induced charges appear on the surface of the dielectric. Thus, you can say dielectric transit electric effect, but do not conduct electricity. Now, let us understand the term capacitance of a conductor. When a conductor is given a charge, its potential rises in proportion to the charge given. Means you give more charge, its potential will rise more. Thus, if a charge capital Q raises the potential of a conductor by V, then what is the relation between the charge and potential? Charge Q directly proportional to potential V. Here we write Q equal to CV, where C is a constant depending upon the size and shape of the conductor. So we can say C equal to Q by V. From this equation we can say C equal to Q by V. Thus, capacitance of a conductor is defined as the ratio of charge given to rise in the potential of the conductor. Charge given to rise in the potential of the conductor. So C equal to Q by V. Now from this relation we can find out the unit of electrical capacitance. C equal to Q by V. Therefore the unit of capacitance equal to unit of charge by unit of potential. So 1 farad equal to 1 coulomb by 1 volt. This ratio 1 coulomb by 1 volt is known as 1 farad. So farad we represent it by capital F. So 1 farad equal to 1 coulomb per volt. The capacitance of a conductor is 1 farad if a charge of 1 coulomb rises the potential of the conductor by 1 volt. That this definition of 1 farad you can get from this relation. Now 1 farad is the capacitance of a spherical conductor whose radius is 9 into 10. The smaller units of electrical capacitance are 1 microfarad, which is 10 to the power minus 6 farad, 1 nanofarad, which is 10 to the power minus 9 farad, 1 picofarad, that is 10 to the power minus 12 farad. Now let us see the dimensions of capacitance. Farad equal to coulomb by volt, volt equal to joule per coulomb. So farad equal to coulomb by joule per coulomb, that is coulomb square by joule. Coulomb equal to ampere into second. So ampere into second square by Newton into meter. So what are the dimensions of capacitance? You can write AT whole square by Newton means ml t to the power minus 2, meter means L. So finally we are getting m to the power minus 1, L to the power minus 2, t to the power 4, a to the power 2. So this is the dimensional formula of electrical capacitance. So you can say electrical capacitance has minus 1 dimension of mass, minus 2 dimension of length, 4 dimension of time and 2 dimension of current. Now let us see how to calculate capacitance of an isolated spherical conductor. Let an isolated spherical conductor of radius a meter is placed in vacuum or air. Suppose a charge of plus q coulomb is given to this sphere. So potential at the surface of the sphere is given by V equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by A, and capacitance C equal to q by V. So it is q divided by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by A. After calculation we get 4 pi epsilon naught A. 4 pi epsilon naught is a constant. So we can say that the capacitance of a spherical conductor is directly proportional to the radius.